And this just into us, Barbara Pierce Bush, one of the former President George W. Bush's daughters, has just announced who she will back for president. In a statement to People magazine, she said that she was hopeful that voters will support Vice President Kamala Harris on Election Day in order to move our country forward and protect women's rights. She spent the weekend in Pennsylvania, adding that she was inspired to join friends and meet voters with the Harris Waltz campaign. Joe, I'd love your insights on this. I feel like, well, this is not just one of those elections. This is the election. I think a lot of people feel that you want to know you did everything you could when America was on the line. And so it's interesting to see endorsements like this come out.
It certainly is, and we've seen quite a few, of course, starting with Liz Cheney and her father, Dick Cheney.
Right.
And now this endorsement. We also saw the daughter of Gerald Ford come out. We've seen Republicans that have served in the Reagan administration, the Bush 41 administration, the Bush 43 administration, and I think most tellingly, the Trump administration.
Exactly.
One national security leader after another. This can't just be narrowed down to one general, because in fact, it is the foreign policy community, the Republican foreign policy community that surrounded Donald Trump through 4 years, saw him making choices inside the White House, and said he is not fit to be president. That just, I'm sorry, that just can't be explained away. And I know there are editorial boards that are supposedly conservative that try to explain that away every day. It cannot be explained away. The very people that ran Donald Trump's national security team are saying that he is unfit to be president of the United States, that he's unfit to be commander in chief. And nobody can wish that away. So-called conservative writers, so-called conservative thinkers who are trying to have it both ways, engaging in anti-Trumpism. You can't do it. When you have Donald Trump's former secretaries of state or Donald Trump's former national security advisors, or you have Donald Trump's former chief of staff, you have longest serving chief of staff, you have a couple of different national security advisors. You can go on and on. And again, it's
then
just
other people who work for him in jail. So they're either speaking out against him or they're part of whatever it was that he's created, and they ended up in jail. I think it's I think you spoke earlier about the permission structure that a member of the Bush family could give, and I think Condi Rice is another name that could really tap into voters that are really thinking about this. And it's a time to step up, because there could be some people who are still trying to figure out what to do,
Yeah. By the way, I said Secretary of States. I will tell you right now at 9:07 in the morning, I can't remember a Secretary of State that was for Trump, and somebody can get in my ear if there is. I do know, though, again, his national security advisors, his Secretary of Defenses, other leaders, one after another that helped shape Donald Trump's foreign policy. You also have, speaking of Bush 43, you also have Alberto Gonzales coming out.
Yes.
Again, somebody who never really was strong in Democratic circles, coming out saying this election is too important. So you are right. This is an election like none other in our history. And you just look at the number of Trump officials who have come out saying he's unfit to be president, the number of Bush 43 officials who have, including the vice president, the number of Reagan officials, the number of Bush 41 officials. It is historic. It's never happened before.